Well, friends, today's topic is post-manufacturing expenses, that is called PME. The unseen superstars, that is beyond processing, there are unseen superstars which affects our bottom line. We all are aware that obvious cost is, labor cost, raw material cost, energy cost, marketing expenses, machines maintenance. All these costs are obvious. But once you produce the material, after producing the material, there is a cost involved. And there is a huge cost which affects profitability. Are we serious enough about other factors beyond processing? Let's understand that. Post-manufacturing expenses, let us understand. Cost incurred post-production till goods are handed over to customer tends to be ignored and missed out, and it contributes significantly to cost. It is very important to identify, track and control these expenses because these are the expenses which directly affects bottom line. Let us understand, could be a glass breakage during transit, glass rejection by the customer, travel cost because of quality, cost of bringing back the material for repair, production lost time due to rework, transportation cost for resending the glass, cost of packing, documentation cost, insurance cost, and above all, there is a credibility loss. Above all, there is a credibility loss. Well, we'll have to review what are the areas of concern, how do we reduce the cost and recover the cost. Let us understand this. First area is packaging. Packing cost, packing type, loading procedure. We need to review. Then transport, location specific, type and size of truck, optimization of loading pattern, weight balancing. Then comes insurance, documentation procedure and insurance loss. Quality rejection, specification as per standards, project wise rejection loss. Others could be vehicle halting charges, vehicle documentation, screen development charges. All these areas we need to review where we can reduce the cost. Just have a look on this photo. This photo speaks on their own. Look at the breakage pattern. Look at the truck utilization pattern, truck utilization. This is single delivery, how it has been loaded, how this breakages happen. Let's have a look on this. In general, what are the material used in packing? We use polythene, use of rubber pads, use of packing thick board, use of nails, use of wood and use of ply. These are the items which we use for packing. How do we reduce this in packing? Can we dispatch naked glass? Can we reduce the wood consumption? Can we segregate the glass properly and put separator in between glass? Can we identify the truck size required? Whether it's a part delivery, we can identify. Are we making proper claims? Do we have proper system? Are we making proper claims? Do we have documentation procedure? Quality rejection, there is a rejection at site. Others are halting charges, no proper documentation. So, by focusing on this area, we can always reduce the cost. How do we reduce the cost or recover the cost? We will proceed further. Now, look at this first slide. The usage of wood is so high, which can be reduced by adopting this kind of packing. Now look at this packing. It is fully covered with wood. Whereas crate packing, once you decide, understand, you can reduce packing to this level by using this method. Naked packing. Naked packing of glass. Now this is before and after PME, you can use naked glass packing in this method. Truck utilization. Look at the truck utilized. Some few glasses are lying. Whereas you can define the truck size and accordingly you can call the truck and load the quantity. This is a single delivery. One customer, on a daily basis, if you look at, you serve few customers which are nearby to your processing unit. By making a multiple delivery, you can reduce the cost of transportation. Of course, the truck tonnage capacity versus what capacity you would like to hire, and you can save money over there. But the biggest challenge is how do we implement this? How do we really reduce the cost? It's a big challenge. Recover. In packing, type of packing, reuse of packing material. Type of packing, when I say, one we have seen packing with excessive use of wood, and another is using discretely. Multi-point dispatch, and you can add fuel surcharge in your billing. Recover from customer. Insurance charge you can charge to the customer and you can recover from the customer. Quality rejections. Every glass process has to be as per the processing standards, and you should have checklist for the same. Other is validity part, penalty clauses you can add in your system so that you can recover certain cost of material. Now, reuse of wood. We all know that we get a lot of packing from our suppliers. If you look in the center, this is the kind of wood we keep getting while we purchase the glass. So you can reuse in this method. The same wood can be reused properly if stacked properly. In the beginning, when you receive the glass, when you open the crate, you have to keep wood safely and properly. Reuse of pad. A lot of pads we get from the supplier while we get a raw material. Same pads can be reused for all our packing purpose so that we can reduce the cost of rubber. Only thing required is that you need to segregate the pads when you open the crates and keep it safely so that you can reuse it. Reuse of polythene. Now, if you look at a lot of polythene covered, we get, when we open the crate, we find that, polythene cover has been used. Same polythene cover can be kept safely and can be reused while dispatch. You can see from above photos how it has been used. So you don't have to buy new polythene. Same way nails. When you open the box, store all the nails, and same nails, good nails from that, you can use it for repacking and you can save a lot of cost. Reuse of ply. A lot of ply we get from PEB suppliers and other suppliers. Same ply can be kept safe and accordingly it can be used. Reuse of iron strips. Every crate we get from the supplier, it has been trapped by iron strips. So we can reuse those strips and use in new crates while dispatching. Reuse of thick board. A lot of thick board we get from many suppliers like PEB and all. We can store that thick board and reuse while dispatching the material in this way. So all this material we can save the cost. Instead of buying new material, we can reuse the same material and save the cost. Like I said, too much use of wood, you save the cost. Before truck utilization, and if optimized, you can use it in a better way. Single delivery, you can plan for multi-delivery. Truck tonnage capacity, what exactly tonnage capacity of truck you need, you can define and accordingly you can arrange the truck so that your cost comes down. This is a small format which you can use it as a checkpoint before dispatch so that you can minimize all the areas of concern. It has got, order detail, is there any chip, is there any scratch. So before dispatch, you can recheck all the material and use this form as a checking list, and accordingly you can dispatch. This is just a small example of saving multiple deliveries. Now, from one point, you can dispatch 1, 2, 3, 4, depending upon the customers. Instead of sending 4 trucks, you can send it in 1 truck and you can save huge money. Apart from this, there's a clear glass wastage which you can optimize. You can charge insurance minimum 2%. Coated and tinted glass wastage can be charged extra at actual. Local loose deliveries at rupees 30 per square meter you can charge, or depending upon your area, you can charge accordingly. Wooden packed glasses at 150 square meter, you can charge to the customer. Screen making charges 10,000 per square meter you can charge. Jumbo size glasses you can charge 50% extra. You can define minimum chargeable area 0.50 square meter. Anodized spaces at 50 rupees square meter. Extra silicon bite size at 30 for every 2 mm increase. Edge deletion cost for stepped glass and at rupees 50 per 10 mm. Warehouse charges for customer supply. Chargeable area, depending, you can charge plus 20, plus 25, next to 20 mm. You can define minimum chargeable area at 0.25 square meter. Let's look at the key performance indicators: packing cost and recovery per square meter. Transport cost and recovery per square meter. Transit breakage cost and insurance. Screen cost and recovery per square meter. Other charges like holes, cutouts, etc. Cost and recovery. A small table where you can define what is the cost and what is the saving, and you can review every month. Well, as the competition is growing, it is very important to save post-manufacturing costs. We must make sure that packing has to be done as per the requirement, and all the areas of saving which we have just learned should be charged to the customer so that we can add profit to our organization. Let's have the new beginning. Thank you.